Hey guys, how's it going? Chris here with AC, and I'm back at Six Flags Magic Mountain. Behind me is the Golden Bear Theater, which has rumors of being removed. In fact, there's surveyors all around right now. They've cut down some trees, and just about a month ago, the park teased getting a GIGA. So this could be for something really, really big. Let's go explore. Now, for those of you familiar with the history of the park, this opened as the Showcase Theater in 1971 with the opening of Magic Mountain. And it hosted some really, really big concerts. Sonny and Cher performed here. But it really hasn't been used too much since 1993 when TLC had a concert here and there was a huge riot. But it is a big piece of land. You know, going all the way over on the other side of the hill here is Full Throttle, and I will show that in a bit. And then on the other side of the hill here, you would have Crazanity, and that whole section of the park where Wonder Woman is. So it could, you know, if they build something, it could go over the hill. But as you can see, there's a guy right there. They are doing something here. They also have a new part of their electrical infrastructure right over here in front of me. So all of this could be for that. This could just be a lot of hype for nothing, but they are definitely working on something here. Yeah. So there's that. Let me show you how big this area actually is. So if you come around over here, there used to be the Swiss Twist flat ride, which was removed a long time ago, and it was Pistachio Park. And within the last few months, they've let the grass die and everything. Oh, hey, look, there's a section, old section of the metro, the monorail that used to encompass the park. Still a small section still left. But this whole area over here is just really dead. I mean, they haven't used it for anything. I don't even recall what was up on this concrete pad over here. It might have just been switchbacks for the ride. Again, it's been what, 2 decades or something since it was here. Anyway, there's all this. So if they wanted to, they could use a huge section here. But yeah, once again, this is a huge area. Kind of hard to see through the trees here, but the back of the theater, all the way up there at the top of the mountain, Surveyors going away. I was trying to shoot some of this, but I was trying to be respectful. I didn't want to, you know, get right up in his face or anything. So now that he's walked away, let me show you kind of what's going on over here. This is, there's many of these all around the park. As I've mentioned before, they've been doing, they're going to be doing a solar infrastructure project. There's going to be solar panels in the parking lot, which will power the entire park. There's one of these babies up in Samurai Summit, along with another like a light pole here, and there's also one right next to the boxes up in Samurai Summit, and I'll go and show that in a bit too. But yeah, this really hasn't been getting a lot of use. Just some seasonal stuff. When I was here a couple weeks ago, they were using the stage up here for the food festival that they had. They had some dancers on here. It was really nice to see it get used because I really can't remember the last time I saw it used. Yeah, it would be a perfect location for a GIGA if they got one. There's actually a lot of room here. I just never thought that they would put one that close to Superman there, and you can't see it, but the Sky Tower is through the trees there. But the more I thought about it, if you did have a lift hill here, it would really look great from the skyline with Superman and the Sky Tower flanking the giant lift hill. from the Interstate 5. It would look phenomenal. So yeah, and you know, is it going to be B&M, Intamin? Intamin would be kind of cool. You'd have 3 Intamins in a row here, or perhaps RMC is going to come in here. Anyway, let's walk over towards Full Throttle. And oh, I did some measurements. So if they were to put like a Fury or an Orion-sized Giga here, if they put the station where the theater is, the lift would go up right about over here, and the bottom of the drop would be roughly where the loop is for Full Throttle. So it could definitely fit. And then of course they have all the room over where Tatsu is. And still a lot of room around Full Throttle after they removed the log jammer here. So we'll see. Let's go check out more areas, and I really want to give you guys a good idea of how much space there is. Up here on Samurai Summit now, and to my left, I've shown this before, but they have boxes just like over by the Golden Bear Theater, as well as the base of what looks to be a light fixture. So there's that. And obviously the deteriorating restaurant over here, which was the Four Winds, and then it was Laughing Dragon Pizza Place, or Pizza Co., or whatever it was. But unfortunately, with Superman closed and this whole area closed, I can't get a look at the back side of the theater. I really wanted to show you how much room there is. But I mean, if you can imagine, I mean, for reference, we have Superman and Goliath over there, which I showed just a minute ago. If they built the Giga, I mean, it would be right in front of me here. And they have all this room to use. They could come over the mountain and use a lot of this over here for supports and whatnot. There's also the old Eagles Flight building, which, you know what, there's restrooms at the base there. They use the inside for one of the Fright Fest mazes, so I don't see that being taken out. But there's definitely a lot of room here to build, just like they did with Tatsu. And on the note about Tatsu, they started construction in August of 2005, and they opened in May of 2006. So it took them 9 months. We're currently at the end of August. I don't think, I mean, if they're doing anything with the Golden Bear Theater, probably won't be until after Fright Fest. So we're looking at November. But with that same timeline, they could, in theory, get something open by next summer. With that said, if it is a Giga, that is a very, very big project. I mean, even bigger than Tatsu here. But they could use a lot of this land up here for whatever they build. It would also save with supports because of the mountain and everything, the elevation change. Yeah, I mean, when they built, or before they built Tatsu, everyone was saying, well, where are they going to build another big coaster? They don't have any room. Well, they made room. And as I turn the camera back here, you could see there is a ton of room here. Just a ton. I don't see Ninja going anywhere. They just installed a new fence back there, and I don't know, probably doing some other stuff, not sure. So yeah, Ninja not going anywhere. You know, and again, if they come over the hill here, they could drop down over towards Apocalypse, which is still getting retracked. There's a bunch of guys up there. Let's zoom in on that and look at the retracking of Apocalypse. Now that would be a fun job, right? Like, I love carpentry and I love roller coasters, and I always wonder, like, hey, you know, what would that job be like? Anyone else here ever want to build roller coasters or fix them? Anyway, that is Apocalypse. I'm going to go explore a little bit more, show you more of the area that could be used for this upcoming Giga. You know, I was just thinking here, with Magic Mover closed, Sky Tower closed, Ninja closed, and all the way down there, no restaurant, Superman is closed. I'm surprised that this area was actually open to walk up here. Kind of surprising they didn't just close down the top of the mountain, considering there is absolutely nothing to do here unless you want to use the restrooms maybe, or just, I don't know, look at stuff. All right, I'm gonna go down the mountain now towards Wonder Woman and all that. But before I head down the mountain, one more thing, just for reference. If you look just right up there, you can see the top of the loop for Full Throttle. And that's roughly where, if they built a Giga in that direction, the bottom of the drop could be. I also thought it'd be really cool if maybe the track went through the loop / top hat of Full Throttle. That would be something. Yeah, so as I make my way down the hill here, once again, you can see how much room there is, especially if they were to remove this Eagles Flight building, which has just been sitting empty for decades now. And yeah, there's just so much room up here. And hopefully if they do build anything up here, they can spare as many trees as possible. Unlike they did over here, when they clear cut everything after the incident with Ninja, where there's a tree branch that fell down on a piece of track, and they just went a little saw happy over here. And that's not a reference to the maze that they're going to be building over here, which I'll check out as well. But yeah, this whole backside of the mountain, with the exception of Full Throttle, which just went there, isn't used for really anything other than getting some good exercise in as you go up. Thankfully, I'm coming down the mountain. Yeah, so here we go. Trees that were cut down over there, that was done a long time ago, so that's nothing new. But yeah, this is a giant piece of land. And as they did with Tatsu, they could build over a lot of this. Well, how about that? I guess from this direction, the mountain is closed off. However, I went up the steps over by Tatsu and it wasn't barricaded off. I guess somebody didn't get the memo of the top being closed. Well, lucky me. All right, I'm gonna come around here now. Look back in the direction of Samurai Summit. And yeah, gonna get a little bit closer to Crazianity and show you that area. Oh, actually, no, I'm sorry. There's the maze that they're building over here. We'll look at that. I'm just looking back on the mountain now and just picturing how awesome a giant lift hill right here would look. Again, as I was saying, the Sky Tower over there and Superman over there, there's this giant void of a coaster right here that could totally be filled in, and so much space. Oh, they're gonna be doing an Oktoberfest food festival here. That's awesome. Somehow I didn't get the memo on that. And it looks like they're just using the buildings that they used for the Flavors of the World, which is really good. So I have high hopes for this. Let's go over and check out the maze that they're building. I'm gonna go that way. Well, this is interesting. Oh, there goes Wonder Woman. They've removed all but one of the umbrellas over here, maybe because of the hurricane / tropical storm that was coming through. But I'm gonna walk and we're gonna check out the maze that they're building over here. It's been 2 weeks. When I was here 2 weeks ago, there was no walls up. And now there look to be all the walls. Not sure if this is gonna be for The Conjuring or for Saw, but it's looking good. It's looking good. Hopefully you can hear me over all this coaster noise. All right. Now I want to show you the park that they are working on. A park within a park. And here we are now with the little park that they built using the old queue space for Tidal Wave. And it's pretty. Although I wish it had some actual shade, like some trees, other than these umbrellas. And this very stark looking fence over here. Maybe they'll grow some ivy up it or something, but Probably not. Anyway, as we look in this direction, you can see, again, I was talking about earlier, this is the back side of the Golden Bear Theater, and with exception of like Gold Rusher over there, and well, I mean, there's Superman, but that's easy to build over. There's a ton of space. There is a lot of space to use here. I mean, just all around. As I turn the camera back, really gives you an idea of what they could do. And Crazanity is still closed. There's a lot closed here at Magic Mountain, which kind of makes me wonder, are they gonna build a 21st coaster? Like, you know, they can't even keep the ones they have already open. Which is why I was thinking they would remove like Viper or something if they're gonna build another coaster. Over here by DC Universe, and I'm a little disappointed. When I was here 2 weeks ago, I was praising them for finally planting some flowers in this planter. It had been barren for almost a full year, and well, they've ripped everything out again. I know they use this for Fright Fest, but I mean, they literally just planted stuff here. It probably was here for a couple months at most. And then this is kind of interesting. They have these giant ornaments over here, which are used for the holiday stuff, for the Christmas stuff, whatever they call it, holiday in the park. And it's interesting that they're building it now, with Fright Fest being the next thing. So, what is up with this? Do you guys have any idea? Did I not get a memo? Are they doing some sort of like Halloween/Christmas thing? All right. Perhaps the Dippin' Dots guy knows what's up. Well, no luck here. All right, I'm gonna finish this loop here. I'm now heading back towards the Golden Bear Theater, coming underneath Superman, and we'll take a look at all the land that they can use over here. Over here, just as I come under Superman, you can see a little bit more of that Metro monorail track that hasn't been removed yet, just through the trees there. That's something that I haven't or hadn't noticed before. So yeah, there's that. A ton of land over here. They do have a couple flat rides, but I mean, those can be easily relocated if they wanted to. I don't think they would. They can just build around them. Goliath also closed. So yeah, it's despite being crowded at the gate at opening, it's actually pretty dead today, which is expected with school back in session and everything. Back around now to Pistachio Park with its dead grass, and yeah, let's go see if they're doing anything more over by the Golden Bear Theater, and then I'm gonna work my way out of the park. Something I missed earlier when I was over here by Bugs Bunny World are all these orange dots that are, where are they? There's one here, and there's a dot there, and a dot there, and it's coming all the way around. There's another one on the ground there. So they are marking for something here. We have, I think that's for water. So there's probably just a water line that runs under here, perhaps that's what it's for. But yeah, here's that. Yeah, I got another guy up there doing more work. Nothing marked on the ground though here, other than it just being really kind of, well, not cut up, it's just broken up. It's kind of broken up over there. But yeah, they are definitely doing something over here. With that, yeah, I'm gonna head back towards Full Throttle again. I know I already walked this way. I want to really record really close to Full Throttle, but there's like a bunch of like I get copyright strikes. There we go. There's a bunch of songs that I would get a copyright strike for, so I really can't show footage over there. Oh hey, there's a tree right here that was cut down recently, as you can see by all the sawdust. Surprised I didn't catch that last time. Anyway, let me go over towards the entrance of the park now. And here we have that giant piece of land between Full Throttle and Superman that could maybe soon see a giant lift hill for a Giga. And then there's also some land this way towards Hurricane Harbor that could be used, but considering they didn't like Flashback being so close to it because of noise reasons, the lifeguards couldn't hear very well. I don't think they'll go in this direction, but they could very well come out this way with something. Imagine that. You would have some sort of Giga coaster here with Revolution and Tatsu and the Sky Tower and the waterfalls and the fountains. Gosh, that would be an even cooler entrance to the park. And then they can build out this way where they have the picnic pavilion and everything. There's tons of land. And then there's that whole grass area in front of the park. So I'll look at that really quick on my way out. And yeah. Back here at the park entrance now, in front of me is the loop for Full Throttle. And so just over to the right here would be where the Golden Bear Theater is. And if they did build something, it could come in this direction and then towards the front gate and then be built over on this piece of land, which I've spoken about before. And of course, there's the picnic pavilion over there and a huge, huge plaza here that really needs to get redone. And they could do something huge here. Now at Six Flags, you know, I'm not keeping my hopes too high here, but hey, anything is possible. All right, guys, that's gonna do it from Six Flags Magic Mountain. Might we see a new coaster right over my shoulder here sometime in the near future? Only time can tell, fingers crossed. Drop a comment down below. Let us know what you think might be coming to Six Flags Magic Mountain. Is it just a bunch of hype, a bunch of rumors, or could we actually finally be getting a Giga here at Six Flags Magic Mountain? All right, until next time, have a good one. Bye.